Good morning, all of you. Hope you all are doing well and you people did well in your examinations and must be studying at home. I can't say whether you people are studying or not, but of course, you need to. That is the need of the hour. So, we had started with the chapter Political Parties, and I had completed up till here. That is, why do we need a multi party system in India? I told you that USA and UK are two party system, but India is a multi party system. Why? Because India is a country which is very diverse in nature, and therefore if you see, each country develops a party system that is considered by its special circumstances. So what are the special circumstances in our case? The special circumstances in our case is the huge diversity that is found in our country, and therefore we need to have a multi-party system. I hope you people remember that we were done up till here. I'll start with the next topic, national political parties. See, all the democracies that follow a federal system. If you remember, what is the meaning of the word federal system? Federal means distribution of power. So all the democracies that follows a federal system all over the world, they tend to have, it means that there can be two types of political parties. One that is present in only one of the federal units, that is present in the state. Federal units means the territorial boundary would be state, and parties that are present in several or all units of the federation. Simple, if I speak, it could be a central level party and it could be a state level party. Okay. This is the case in India as well. There are some country-wide parties, like BJP is a country-wide party. Okay, because of course BJP has formed the central government. But if we talk about DMK, AIDMK, if we talk about these parties, JVM, JMM, these are not country-wide parties. These are state parties. So of course, try to apply your brain. The parties which will have a following or an existence countrywide, they would be called as national parties. So because they are national parties, they have their units in various states, and by and large all these units, that is if BJP headquarter is say in a state A, or say in the central government it is in Delhi. So maybe the headquarter is in Delhi, but there are branches, there are units in other states as well. We have a BJP branch in Ranchi. The capital of Jharkhand is Ranchi. So their policies, their ideologies would remain same. Okay, so they follow the same policies, programs and strategy that is decided at the national level. Every party in the country has to register with the Election Commission. This is the body, a constitutional body, which has been authorized to look into the process of election. While the commission treats all parties equally, it offers some special facilities to large and established parties. So of course the parties which are large and established, they are favored in comparison to the smaller parties. Now comparison here does not mean a bizarre comparison, कोई बहुत weird comparison नहीं होता है. Okay, it is only that these parties are given a unique symbol. Now what is a symbol? When you will go and cast your vote, you will see that there is an EVM. Previously it was a ballot paper. So that EVM does not actually consist the name of the political party only. There is a symbol as well. Like BJP symbol is lotus. Okay. The symbol of Congress is the palm. Okay. हाथ आपका. तभी वो बोलते हैं ना हमारा हाथ आपके साथ. BJP कमल फूल. What are all these things? These are the symbols. Why do we need symbols? We need symbols because illiteracy in India is still very much existent. And in that case, there would be people who cannot read the names of the parties. They cannot decode what party is it written. So what they need to do? They need to see the symbol. Of course, now symbol is pervasive during election. The people, the political parties, when they campaign, they go to the core rural areas. पेंटिंग कराते हैं, फ्लेक्स लगवाते हैं, बड़े बड़े बैनर लगवाते हैं. तो इलिटरेट पीपल को भी ये पता है कि ओके बीजेपी का जो सिंबल है वो फूल है, दैट इज़ लोटस. सो दैट इज़ वाई सिंबल इज़ नीडेड. तो ये सिंबल अलॉट कौन करता है? दिस सिंबल इज़ अलॉटेड बाय इलेक्शन कमीशन. ओके, ओनली द ऑफिशियल कैंडिडेट्स ऑफ दैट पार्टी कैन यूज दैट इलेक्शन सिंबल। तो पार्टी के जो ऑफिशियल कैंडिडेट्स होते हैं वही सिर्फ इन सिंबल्स को यूज कर सकते हैं। पार्टीज दैट गेट दिस प्रिविलेज एंड सम अदर facilities are recognized by the election commission for this purpose. That is why these parties are called recognized political parties. अब इलेक्शन कमीशन ने क्राइटेरिया लेट डाउन किया है कि what has to be the criteria of the proportion of the votes या जो सीट्स मिलते हैं that a party must get in order to be called as a recognized party. तो अब वो क्राइटेरिया क्या है? A party that secures at least 6% of the total votes. टोटल वोट्स, जितने वोट्स पड़े, ओके, लोगों ने जितने वोट्स किए उनका 6%, से 100 अगर वोट्स पड़े ऑल टुगेदर, तो 100 का 6% शुड बी सिक्योर्ड और वन बाय दैट पॉलिटिकल पार्टी इन एन इलेक्शन टू द लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली ऑफ द स्टेट। मतलब स्टेट लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली के इलेक्शन में उस पॉलिटिकल पार्टी को 6% ऑफ द टोटल वोट सिक्योर करना होगा। एंड और नहीं है, कीप इट इन माइंड, इट इज़ नॉट और, इट इज़ एंड विंस एटलीस्ट 2 सीट्स इज रिकॉग्नाइज्ड एज अ स्टेट पार्टी। ओके, तो 2 सीट्स मतलब कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी को सीट बोला जाता है। अ पार्टी दैट सिक्योर्स एटलीस्ट 6%, तो सेम थिंग वुड बी फॉर सेंट्रल लेवल। नाउ व्हाट वुड बी द चेंज? हियर वी हैव लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली, हियर वी हैव लोकसभा इलेक्शंस एंड हियर इट इज़ सीट, क्योंकि स्टेट में कन्फाइंड है तो 2 कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी को जीतना होगा। एंड हियर इट इज़ 4 स्टेट्स। तो सेंट्रल पार्टी या नेशनल पार्टी किसको बोलेंगे? जो लोकसभा इलेक्शंस में टोटल वोट्स का 6% सिक्योर कर ले और 4 स्टेट्स में इट शुड बी डिक्लेयर्ड एज अ विनर। दैट पार्टी विल बी कॉल्ड एज नेशनल पार्टी. According to this classification, there were 6 national recognized parties in the country in 2006. Let us learn something about each of these parties. So now we start with the parties. The first party is Indian National Congress, which is popularly known as the Congress Party. This is one of the oldest parties in world. It was founded by 1885 by A. Ho Yum. And it has experienced many splits. Many splits का मतलब हुआ कि पार्टी में आपस में ही रिफ्ट होता है, तो एक ग्रुप बाहर निकल के दूसरी पार्टी क्रिएट कर लेता है. This party played a dominant role in Indian politics at the national and state level for several decades after India's independence. In fact, this party played the major role in India's independence. So it had a very dominating position till 1990s. 1990s के बाद coalition government came into existence. And if you see today, this party has lost all its authority and the kind of attention, the kind of dominance that this party had. Because of poor leadership, this party has lost it. Under the leadership of Jawaharlal Nehru, the party sought to build a modern, secular, democratic republic in India. So this is what was the vision of the party, a secular state. That is, a state which allows its people to practice religion of its own choice. Democratic, a government by the law, of the law, a government by the people, of the people, for the people. Republic, the head of the state would be elected and the successorship is not followed. So ruling party at the center till 1977 and then from 1980 to 89. That's why I said after 1990 the party started losing its hold because that was the era of coalition government. अगर आप लोगों को याद है, मैंने आप लोगों को coalition government पढ़ाया था. When a single party is unable to secure the number of seats required to form the government, then 2 or more parties come together to form a government and that is called as coalition government. 1989 के बाद कांग्रेस का सपोर्ट डिक्लाइन होने लगा, बट स्टिल इफ यू सी इट इज़ प्रेजेंट थ्रू आउट द कंट्री. इट इज़ अ सेंट्रिस्ट पार्टी. सेंट्रिस्ट मतलब क्या होता है? जो ना ज़्यादा एक्सट्रीम है और ना ही ज़्यादा मॉडरेट है, मतलब बैलेंस्ड पार्टी है. नीदर राइटिस्ट नॉर लेफ्टिस्ट. ना इनके एक्सट्रीम लेफ्ट के व्यू है ना राइट के व्यू है, मतलब दे आर अ पार्टी विच कैन बैलेंस. राइटिस्ट लेफ्टिस्ट मतलब होता है एक्सट्रीमिस्ट और मॉडरेट्स के बीच में. तो इनकी आइडियोलॉजी जो है वो एक सेंट्रिस्ट पार्टी की रही है. द पार्टी एस्पाउसेस मीन्स व्हाट डज द पार्टी बिलीव इन? सेक्युलरिज्म, वेलफेयर ऑफ वीकर सेक्शन एंड माइनॉरिटीज. दैट इज upliftment of minorities, upliftment of the weaker sections of society and secularism. It supports new economic reforms, ready to bring in new economic reforms but with a human face. मतलब they do not mean कि ऐसा ना हो कि इकोनॉमिक पॉलिसीज़ के चक्कर में कहीं ना कहीं जो वेलफेयर ऑफ द पीपल है वो कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ हो जाए. Like what will be the very good example? You can bring MNCs, you can bring foreign companies into India, but उससे local vendors का नुकसान नहीं होना चाहिए. Okay, that is what is believing in economic reforms but with a human face. It emerged as the largest party with 145 members in the Lok Sabha elections held in 2004. The book is a bit outdated. It is not currently leading the ruling United Progressive Alliance coalition government at the center. Currently we have BJP at the center and Congress has no role to play in it. So a book is a bit outdated, but of course if you people are at home for such a long time, you must hear news. I will not say that you should. Actually it is not advisory now, it is obligatory. You need to be aware of the present situation. So अभी currently UPA नहीं है, UPA सरकार थी 2014 से पहले when there was no existence of BJP. After that BJP won with a thumping majority. So now we don't have Congress as the ruling party, it is basically the BJP. Come to the next. Bharatiya Janata Party founded in 1980 by reviving. मतलब कोई चीज़ डेड हो जाती है तो हम उसको रिवाइव करते हैं. We bring it back to life again. By reviving the erstwhile Bharatiya Jana Sangh. This was the party. Wants to build a strong and modern India by drawing inspiration from India's ancient culture and values. Vedas में जो teaching है, they want to bring it back. That's why if you see, people say that they are Hinduism in nature. It's not that, they believe in Vedas. So एक bent दिखता है Hinduism की तरफ. They are not, basically they don't follow any Hinduism ideology. So cultural nationalism, you can call it as Hindutva. Hinduism is not a religion. Hinduism is a way of life. People misinterpret it. If you see whatever is written in Bhagavad Gita, people are practicing those things nowadays. What does Bhagavad Gita says? Bhagavad Gita talks about the way of life. Hinduism is what? Hinduism talks about Sanatan Dharma. That is a way of life. You must respect your elders. You must wash your hands before all the meals. You must sit down on the floor while eating. That is good for digestion. You must depend on herbs. You must depend on local spices. यही बोल रहे हैं ना डॉक्टर अभी. Have turmeric milk. Have cinnamon, काढ़ा पीजिए, immunity बढ़ेगी, have garlic, have ginger. That is what is there in Hinduism. Hinduism believes in all these things. Okay, so it is not that BJP is Hinduistic in nature. Because it believes in ancient culture, it has a bent towards Sanatan Dharma. So it is an important element in its conception of Indian nationalhood and politics. It wants full territorial and political integration of Jammu and Kashmir. It has already been done. Article 370, Article 35A have been revoked. तो ये जो चाहते थे उन्होंने कर दिया. Full territorial integration का मतलब Jammu and Kashmir, although being a part of the territory of India, had a separate constitution. They had their separate law making mechanism. So Article 370, 5th August 2019, Article 370 was revoked. Now Jammu and Kashmir is totally integrated into our country. They also want a uniform civil code for all living people. Uniform civil code क्या होता है? दो तरह के laws होते हैं, दो तरह के code होते हैं laws में. एक होता है criminal code, that is criminal law, और एक होता है civil code, that is for civil law. तो criminal code होता है like murder. That is criminal in nature. Anything which hits the fabric of the society at large is criminal in nature. Civil disputes होते हैं one to one. Marriage, property dispute, divorce, adoption, inheritance. तो बीजेपी की जो आइडियोलॉजी है कि वो चाहते हैं कि ये सारी जो चीज़ें हैं that comes under civil law should be same for everyone. Under it what they did? They abolished triple talaq. There has to be a lawful process of giving divorce. So they abolished it. Now they are looking for uniform civil code. मतलब सारे religions के लिए. और भी कुछ religion है जो थोड़े discriminatory हैं nature में. Okay, so they want to say that जो civil laws हैं वो सब religion के लिए same होना चाहिए. It should not depend on their religious scriptures. They want to put a ban on religious conversions. They don't allow this. Okay, that is forceful conversion. Yes, we say Article 19 है, Article 22 freedom of religion है. Freedom हमारे पास बहुत है, लेकिन उसमें ये भी कहा गया है that you cannot force anyone to convert. You cannot lure anyone to convert. But this is practiced in India. अगर न्यूज़ सुनते हैं आप लोग तो सुने होंगे कि ऐसा तो होता ही है. कभी जॉब के नाम पे, कभी पैसे के नाम पे ल्यूर किया जाता है लोगों को कि अपना रिलीजन कन्वर्ट कर लीजिए. इनफैक्ट झारखंड में तो कुछ एरियाज ऐसे हैं जहाँ पे ये बहुत अच्छे से प्रैक्टिस हो रहा है, बहुत खुले तौर पे प्रैक्टिस हो रहा है. But still government does not look into all these things. So they want to put a complete ban on religious conversion. Its supports based substantially increased in the 1990s. Earlier it was limited to north and west and to urban areas. Then the party expanded its support in the southeast and northeast and to rural areas. It came to power in 1998 as the leader of NDA, that is National Democratic Alliance. Lost elections in 2004. I told you the book is very outdated and the principal opposition party in the Lok Sabha. This is wrong. It came with a thumping majority in 2014. Again, sweeping majority in 2019 elections. And it is not the principal opposition party, it is the ruling party at the center. I hope I am clear with these things. The next is Bahujan Samaj Party, BSP. And the symbol of this is elephant. Formed in 1984 under the leadership of Kanshi Ram. He was the founder. Seeks to represent and secure power for the Bahujan Samaj. Bahujan Samaj means it is talking about Dalits and Adivasis, OBCs and religious minorities. That is the people who are thought to be in the lower strata of the caste. Draws inspiration from the ideas and teachings of Sahu Maharaj, Mahatma Phule, Periyar, Ramaswamy, Baba Saheb Ambedkar. All the people who worked for the upliftment of the Harijans. Stands for the cause of causing the interest and welfare of Dalits and oppressed people. So this is their basic intention. It has its main base in the state of Uttar Pradesh and substantial presence in neighboring states Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Uttarakhand, Delhi and Punjab. Formed government in Uttar Pradesh several times. Okay, by taking the support of different parties. In the Lok Sabha elections held in 2004, it polled about 5% votes and secured 19 seats in Lok Sabha. Right now, this is not the major political party in BSP. It is actually the BJP that has formed the government in Uttar Pradesh. So please keep in mind, book is a bit outdated. You need to be acquainted with what is at present. When you are writing answers, they'll see whether you know all these things or not. So that is all for today. The other part would be covered in the next video. Thank you. We'll meet you again in the next lecture.